Hey guys, it is me, Christy. I am here to talk to you about supplements today. So, the reason that we chose supplements for our last week is because over the course of the last 3 weeks, a lot of you have talked to us or asked us privately about some of the pros and cons of supplements. There are so many, and there has been so many questions about different ones, but we thought we would hone in on a couple of the most common used and asked about for you ladies, and for anyone else who wants to listen in. So I chose to talk to you about caffeine, also known as, or what you guys would think of it as pre-workout. So pre-workout comes with a lot of different additives to it, but the number one reason for using it a lot of the time is caffeine. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. Basically, with caffeine, it is the most common substance in the diets of most athletes, so like us, and it's now appearing in many new products. So this is like energy drinks, our sport gels, alcoholic beverages, and diet aids. It can be a powerful ergogenic aid, and it could be beneficial in training and in competition. What like an ergogenic aid is, it's something that is intended to enhance physical performance, stamina, or recovery. So in activities that last, let's say, like 60 seconds to 2 hours, caffeine does not improve your maximal oxygen capacity directly, but it could permit us or the athlete to train at a greater power output or train longer. And it's also been shown to increase one's speed in a race setting. So there's less information about the effects of caffeine on strength, but it's found to enhance endurance and resistance to fatigue. So like, meaning what am I trying to say here? You can push through longer, allowing to work harder and exert more energy in the long run. So because it allows you to keep going, in the end, you're working harder and longer. Therefore, you're getting more bang for your buck, right? Pushing yourself. Something interesting that I learned back in fourth year metabolism class is that there's something in the actual coffee bean, though, that will cancel out a lot of the performance benefits of caffeine. So yes, coffee will have a positive effect on alertness, feeling awake, and awareness, but it will not have the same performance enhancements as caffeine derived from the bean. So, aka your pre-workout or your caffeine pills. So food for thought, if you're using a pre-workout right now that contains caffeine, or if you've relied on coffee for working out, perhaps some of your own research and testing is in store. Try it out. See if have some coffee before your workout, or have a pre-workout or a caffeine pill, and see how it makes you feel. I'm not suggesting that you do that, but if you were to, or if you were curious, that's up to you. But play around with on how it makes you feel, your response to it. So perhaps week one, or what did I want to say? Something about, oh yeah. So another thing I wanted to say on that note is, do not let yourself rely on pre-workout. My advice is to break it up. So if you don't break it up, so say like 1 week with pre-workout, 1 week not, 1 week with, 1 week not, so off and on, or every second day you use it, or you use it, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's it, or only for your strength training, and you leave it out with your cardio training perhaps, but make sure you break it up, or you'll begin to feel like you need it, and you don't ever want to feel like you need anything. So it's a bad habit, or bad to rely on something like that. So perhaps changing up your pre-workout too. So if you've always used the same one, it's a good idea to change it up, because different brands offer different additives, and change is always fun. It's always fun to play around. So I think that's all I had to say with caffeine, and feel free to share any information or questions, concerns, If there's certain products that you're curious about, just jot down your questions and I will do my best to answer them. And Lindsay, as soon as she gets off work, she is going to jump on and talk to you guys about another mystery supplement. So stay tuned, and I hope you got some value from that information. Peace. Happy last week.